So today I'm with Emily. Emily, last time I talked to you was 3 months ago. How
Yeah.
have you been since then?
I've been better. Like I'm finally healed from my well, not fully healed, but definitely like I'm not like wearing the boot anymore. So that's kind of nice. And I can like walk better. It will start hurting after a while, like when I overdo it, cause I kind of overdo it a lot since we kind of be walking a lot. But I like try to like take little breaks, and obviously, as I said, take care of myself, which I'm doing a little bit way more of, and stuff. That's like also a nice thing that I kind of like. I started to get more motivation on just by I guess like maybe on like the videos and seeing how I guess people wanted help, and as well like the comments and how some of them were positive and shit, and like it kind of like motivate me, or definitely like kind of like actually I don't know, kind of like just I don't know, definitely it kind of just motivated me like a little bit more of like taking, like seeing that people are willing to help and shit, and that I am value of like getting help, because I definitely have very low self-esteem. That was kind of one of the biggest issues, my depression, and just not feeling like I am worthy of getting help, or I am worthy of, like I never really stuck up for myself, and it's kind of like I would kind of like just feel like if someone would, like, my time is not as worthy as other people's time. And I always wonder, like, why am I like that? Why do I treat myself like that? I always, like, I, like, purposely kind of put myself there, to the point that I kind of know people are using me. And it's like, I really don't care. Like, I was just like, you know? And yeah, so definitely, like, by, just by, some of my pals, like, us homeless people, like we do kind of have, but sometimes we do like have a little support system and shit, I would say, and stuff, I would say, like we help each other out like a little family and stuff, which it is like kind of nice because it does help with just feel, knowing that, like um some of these fools got your back, or some of these fools try, you know what I mean, give you some of their money, or some like their drugs if you're hurting and stuff. um I feel like definitely it makes us feel more encouraged to do better and stuff, like feel important, feel, and try to like obviously mm, get better, and stuff, for our families and stuff. So definitely, I'm very appreciative as well. Like, some of some of the people there, or my homeless pals that have kind of like also helped see that I do have value in that. I don't know, because I always been insecure. But little by little, I've been working on it. It's very hard to kind of like start like loving yourself. You can't just do it, and even if you do it, it's like you still don't feel it inside. So it's like it's nice that I'm starting to feel it inside, just like that. Definitely your help was I think it was like a big influence on that, like I don't know, just seeing that. And even like some of like people that like on me, and like they'll see that, like they'll like even say like, oh, you like, they'll compliment me, or like I don't know, just it's kind of nice, like it's just like them, like a lot of positivity, and a lot of like I don't know, definitely makes me want to change and do better for myself, and start kind of just like obviously, because I always had such a lack on getting a phone, like it's like I didn't really get motivated to like just get the help, obviously my parents or the people, I just like but definitely I I'm I feel like I'm gonna get a phone, that way I can like start working and stuff, since I'm getting better off my leg, and definitely get off the streets now. So I am happy about that.
depression and low self-esteem really impacted you, had a big impact on you to be out here in the streets. So what advice would you give to other young teens that are suffering through depression, low self-esteem, low self-worth? What would you tell them to try to do to help themselves?
Honestly, like, I know a lot of people deal with this, and I know it's hard to kind of put it into words, but from just like the experience I have been through these months of homelessness, and like seeing, and like just hearing many people's values and many people's, I feel like bullying is definitely a big occurrence, even if it comes from family too, and that hurts way more. Um, it definitely, it does cause us to treat ourselves like less because of how other people kind of just treat you. They treat you like less, and I feel like just know just know that you do have value, and to not let people actually push you. Cause I legit will work. Like when I will work, like yeah, I was doing good. I was working, but the thing is, I actually didn't have a life. Like I legit will work to the point that I legit kind of valued the store more than me. Like it's like I legit could. I actually. One time I had back pain and I didn't even care. Like I legit would still do my job, even though I could have called off, and like I just put myself through all those hours with that back pain. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes it's just like, why do we do that to ourselves? And it's very hard to like stop. And as well, like sometimes you can intentionally ruin relationships. Like I ruined the relationships of my best friend, like my two best friends. They legit love me so much and they wanted to help me, and I just distant myself because I feel like they deserve better and I don't want them to deal with my problems. I don't know, that's like really hard to do, which is, obviously it is hard to do, but I feel like if the first thing to acknowledge is acknowledge it. Like I feel like if you acknowledge that you push these people away, and or like definitely if these people are like kind of so confused on why you're acting like this, like definitely you would tell them like you have self problems. It's not you, it's not them, it's you. But don't force yourself to be in relationships you don't want to be in, because as well it's not good for that other person, because you're kind of faking it and it's just gonna be more miserable. I feel like you gotta be alone in this, kind of, in a way, like you kind of have to definitely like work it out kind of like on your own, figuring out like kind of like the motivation, like bring yourself the motivation back, basically. Like it is influenced by other people's support and like love and shit, because just by seeing other people actually put in so much, and some like and you, it's kind of like and it makes you kind of want to like start, it makes you motivated to actually help yourself. Like I would say, like I feel like I don't even know, honestly. Like I feel like definitely like try not to like just try to spend your time wisely. Like know that your time, and you know what I mean? Don't let people waste your time. Whether it could be a job, you know what I mean? Like hours and stuff like that. Don't be taking the extra shift of hours even though you already slaved yourself so many days already, Like actually give yourself a break, because you do deserve it. Actually, kind of try to give yourself at least each month a little vacation, a little treat. You know what I mean? Like kind of start knowing that you are valued. Like your time and energy is valued, And don't let your friends kind of like make you feel definitely in a way of that, oh, your time isn't valued. Those are the first people you kind of want to try to cut off. But yeah, it is very hard to deal with. It's very hard motivation, but it is possible, honestly. I would say,
And parents are a big influencer, right?
Yeah.
And you mentioned sometimes family bullies a person, right? What can
Yeah.
parents do? How can, besides not bully their children, or what else can they do? What else can they look
Yeah.
out for?
Well, like I think it since I think it all starts as when we're young, like very young. I say as a child, obviously abuse and stuff. It's like but like say like I'm gonna put it in like even as something simple as like this can actually affect your self-esteem, like, and the kid too, like when the kid wants to share something with the parent, and the parent is so tired, it's like, oh, not right now. Right there is also, it can also affect the child, even if you think you don't have trauma and stuff like that. It can actually affect it too, but it will affect like how you treat yourself, because parents are supposed to kind of put the kids first and shit. So I mean since you're kind of like right there and then, like, you're showing the kid like, oh, mom is tired, and even though the kid really wanted to share something, because when we want to share a project or something, we're really motivated, and someone is just saying not right now, and especially someone we love, it hurts, it's like, oh damn, it may not. So like, like, definitely, like, I'm not that worthy of like their time, or I'm not that important right now, and I feel like definitely parents won't even notice that or even think. But I feel like definitely what I thought was like, because I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna do that to my children. I think if we actually kind of like even if we're tired and stuff, try not to let basically our jobs or other people's emotions affect our kids, you know, lives, That's the hardest thing to do, is like controlling your emotions and not let out your anger towards someone who, had nothing to do with it. And that goes for anything in general. So I feel like definitely, instead of like saying, oh, like, not right now to the kid, I feel like if the parent had like approach of like, like, oh, like, I'll look at it right now, like, just let like mommy or daddy, like, take a shower, or in an hour, because I'm tired, from work. But let me just rest, and then, like, I'll see your project, like, or whatever, you have importance to tell me, And I feel like if you approach the kid like that, instead of like, no, like, definitely the kid's gonna understand, like, oh, okay, yeah, like, of course, because the kid's gonna feel like, oh, like, mom is still gonna see, or dad is still gonna see the thing I want to show them, and not obviously, and feel like they're less important, because you're still putting them first. And I know that's very hard, and I know a lot of people can probably think like, how is that gonna affect it? But it will affect it, because throughout the years that we don't realize, it's like, the more like the mom and the dad, like, fight over like small things like that, the kid will start sharing less and less and less of what, and not only that, they kind of start having less motivation to even like just because of the parent, oh, you know what I mean? And as to the point that's why when we're teens, we kind of are like, oh, mom, leave us alone, like, if you ever know, it's like, because it's just like, I don't know, but I think it has something to definitely connect, towards and stuff. Like, never let your kids' dreams die, and motivation, and like, cause like hope and motivation, and it's so hard to honestly, like, do, like, it's so hard that someone even with money can't even do,
Yep.
can't put that life into you, can't put that inspiration into you, or that hope of there is hope, That's something I think, money can't do, and stuff. So definitely, I feel like in the future, I will always kind of want my kids to feel like his hopes and dreams and his motivations are amazing, things. And as well, obviously, I was still, hopefully, like, he can take good criticism, because we have to learn to take good criticism. We can't kind of lie to them, and be like, it's good even though it's not. We gotta put it in a gently way, in a good way, and like, oh, like, it's good, but it could be a little bit better, and stuff. But because obviously a lot of mistakes, like, it takes time to be perfect. But I feel like when people kind of try to, like, oh, you guys are both winners, and like kind of make the other kid at least not feel bad, so they both. But I feel like that eventually kind of like affects the kid too, because then it's like, oh, they're gonna think, their stuff is actually good, and then eventually they legit are probably not even gonna. That's why a lot of people can't really take criticism and stuff, because it is very hard. Like, you know what I mean? Because then people get mad and stuff. But it's like, I think it's a good way, because it's just like, at least people are honest, and it's like, it's just, it's like bettering you.
That's you bring up really good points, and that's good perspective, because you've been down that road, you've lived that life, you're currently living it right now, and you need to remember to not give up on your hopes, on your dreams, and the things that you want to accomplish in your future. Okay, so you need to think about that. Okay, and I'm going to also give you kudos for talking about a job. You said, hey, my leg is better, I can walk, so now I want to get a job. I'm looking at getting a phone. If any of my Lost in Phoenix community has an old used phone that you can use, so you can try to get a job, I'll let you know if somebody says something. Okay, and so just keep your head up, right?
Yeah. I mean, my issue with, like, working, it was never of, like, like, being lazy and stuff. I've been working since kind of I was 9, and 16, 17, got 2 jobs, and I kind of just been slaying myself to having a job so I can help my parents out, that I didn't even have a life, because I felt like my parents were more valuable, and getting the money was more valuable than my life,
Yeah.
And I feel like definitely the reason why I quit my job was just a way, kind of just like, it's like, damn, it's like a way to control my addiction too, and as well, like, have time to kind of, like, work on myself. And I feel like once I get, the job, definitely what I'm gonna work on is not to take so many extra shifts, and definitely to kind of still have a life, and know that, a job is good and everything, but like, make sure to, like, make time for your loved ones and shit, and, like, make time for yourself,
There has to be balance, right?
Yeah, balance, in life and stuff.
Absolutely.
That's definitely what I kind of have come to the conclusion, like, everything's a balance in life. Not to abuse people's help as well, but as well, it's not also not good to ask for help, because it knows me, Like, I feel like definitely it's a balance that we all are working. And it, like, I'm still working to this point too, But I feel like I have gone farther now, because I have felt more happy now, like, legit. My depression, like, I feel like really more happy. And honestly, I really appreciate meeting those people, like, that are homeless, because they really showed me, like, like, I don't know, like, that I actually, am worthy. Like, like, they don't know how much that really means to me. I mean, they probably don't get it, but it's like, I don't know. I think that's something people don't really see, because they're like, oh, go to rehab, go to rehab, go to rehab. You're just taking away the pills, but they're actually not self-healing themselves. They're not, you know what I mean? You're not actually taking away the problem, what it is, which is depression, and actually healing themselves mentally, because you just took away the addictions, Now his addiction is gonna go to what? Alcohol, gambling, you know what I mean? I think the whole point is, like, to not actually have addiction, and to actually, work on it, and, like, letting it out, and, in music and stuff. I have always noticed that music is such a big way of, like, expressing yourself, and stuff. It's like the pain, you know what I mean? Like, I think the more talent someone has, it's kind of like, it kind of brought up by the pain they have experienced in life, you know, because they had to take it out in that way, you know. And I feel like that's why, I don't know, you know.
Yeah. That's a good point. And so you're aware. You're aware of what the issue is. You just need to continue to fight it and battle it and try to
Yeah.
defeat it, right? So little by little, you're making progress. Little by little, you're not giving up. So that's always a positive, okay? So I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. Really
Thank
nice
you.
seeing you, and I'm glad that you're still trying to fight this, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand you a big goodie bag that I got from one of my
you.
friends. So it says, "You matter, you are loved, you can, and you will be okay." Right? That's from one of my friends, Xochitl. So there's that, and then here's toiletries and
Thank you.
snacks and all this good stuff. Hand sanitizer, some masks. Let's look what's in here. Some soothing gel and
Yeah, I honestly really appreciate.
all this
Like,
good stuff that you need, right?
Yeah.
Lotion.
Definitely. Like, I like that people kind of,
Socks.
you know, I guess, want to help out.
Yep, some drinks, some snacks. So here's a full bag full of goodies, right? Just a bunch of things you can use, right?
Yep, thank you.
So it was really nice talking to you. We'll talk again, but I'm gonna give you my number so you can
Like,
call
maybe.
me. Yes.
Maybe by the time we talk, like, I don't know, maybe I'll have a house. I'm just kidding, our apartment. I don't know. Like, definitely, I hope, you know, I'll probably get back into society again. I guess you can say back into a normal life, you know, like, definitely what I'm afraid of is, you know, start, you know, kind of like treating myself, you know, kind of badly again, just because it's like so, it's not that we do it on purpose, but it's actually kind of like, it's like, I don't know, mental illness and just like mentally healing is like, it's harder than the physical. But definitely, I feel like these videos really help, you know, in the comments and just seeing other people, you know, and it's like, I don't know, I feel appreciated to it. Like, thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, and continue to fight, okay?